third one in, you're like, oh, this is...
Broncos Country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Wow. Was that meant? That was intended?
Kale's in his bag?
That was incredible.
Yaya's in his bag.
Oh.
Even from afar, Yaya's
Football
in his
season
bag.
for us all.
Wow. Let's fucking ride, dude.
Let's ride indeed.
I feel incredible today.
I love to hear this.
Even some of the research I've done that has formed some of my picks that has me a little worried for tonight can't break down my spirit.
It's true. The Buffs might have tried, but his spirit is unbroken. I will say, I don't know why I'm noticing it more this year than other years, but it seems like the return of the NFL has given everyone some real juice.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
yeah.
NFL football is legitimately integral to our societal operations.
I don't know about societal.
No, it's societal.
Here at this company, for sure.
No, it's legitimately societal.
Well, I mean, post-Avs, I think we kind of somewhat took a sporting break.
It was terrible.
And I think we didn't want to acknowledge it, but it made us sad.
Yes.
And now we're like full-blownsies back.
Speak for yourselves. Some of us were very bought into Eurobasket and had a
heartbreak
of a lifetime yesterday.
That was like a 2-week summer
That was
fling.
really rough.
you met a hot girl on a cruise ship.
But
it's a good analogy.
Ryan.
Those are fun. Those heartbreaks are real.
Those are fun, but the cruise has got to come to an end. You know, you got to go home. She's going back to Newark, New Jersey.
I know, but you're young. You never want those to come to an end.
I met some girls from Fort Worth one time in Mexico.
Hell yeah.
Great gals.
Hell yeah, great gals. I'm told Canadians are the ones you want to target on those kind of trips.
Canadians. Lot of Canadians.
Lefton loves a good Canadian.
But what I was going to say is, like, the Avs that was full-blown love. Like, that was a marriage that just dissolved. Like, it reached its peak and then just was gone. It was just, there one day, gone the next. Yeah. And ever since, we've just been dying to feel something.
It's true. And can I just say that, since Kale gave us the opening, that Eurobasket, I've never been so torn. And I realized I've never had rooting interest go against DNVR content.
Oh.
I've never had what's good for DNVR go against what's good for Andre's heart. And late in the fourth, when Nicolo Melli blocked Jokic, I was kind of offended and started rooting for Serbia.
Wow.
It's kind of like, that's our king.
Yep. That is kind of crazy how that happens. Even yesterday, like, normally I don't care about these things, but like Spencer's wife Kylie was here. She's a 49ers fan. Yeah. They're playing the Bears. And I'm just like, and I'm like pulling for the Bears, but I'm just like trying to do it internally. I'm like, this is offensive. Like, I shouldn't be rooting for the Bears over her team. She's here. She's right here. I don't have any heart in either of these teams. Like, I should be pulling for her. But inside I was like, I kind of want the Bears to win. Like, that'll be sick for those guys. And then they won. And like the Justin Fields slide, that shirt's already sold like 1 million. So
that was such a typical Bears game.
I know. Okay.
Down to the Cairo Santos misses. I was just.
I hope no CHGO people are watching this.
Oh, yeah. Tune out and come back to us in like 5.
That was like the saddest thing that I've ever seen people get really excited about. I'm like, I totally get it, because we like celebrated 3-0 against the Jets, Giants, and Jags last year. So like,
riding high.
We were going crazy, but like watching that game, I'm like, if sports were logical, you would come away from that game being like, oh God, we might suck. The Niners just suck more. But because sports aren't logical, that's why we love them. You get to come away from being like, all of our dreams could come true this year.
It's true.
Justin Fields makes one play off script, and it's like, Justin Fields, he led the team to victory.
Might be the truth. Yeah. I was telling Kate, Bears fan, my wife, defense looks good though today, and then I'm messing with her. I said, how many times have you heard that? She said, just my whole life. So
jeez,
she gave me
the midway.
She gave me a number of years, but we're not going to put her on blast.
So I'm going to tell you about my bad beat, and then we're going to bury it, and that's going to be the last bad thing we talk about today.
Okay, sounds good.
So
I'm trying to not blow tailgate content.
I know.
I'm really trying.
So tailgate show, 5 o'clock today. We didn't do it yesterday. I saw a lot of you tweeting at me being like, where's the tailgate show? I'm like,
great.
special edition, Monday Night Football. It's going to be sweet. Like, the bar is going to be full. It's going to be electric. So sorry we didn't have it yesterday, but we're really excited for today's show.
No, not sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Tune in today. We're not sorry.
Well, that's how we're going to make it up to you.
Yeah, take his apology and shove it.
And show up at 5 o'clock.
All right, do that.
So, okay, Dre. So I am here at the bar. The vibes of the bar were insane. We're so used to the bar being all focused on one game. But every corner of the bar was focused on a different game. And there's like this low hum to everything that was going on. And when we entered the witching hour, like, the buzz was unreal.
Dude, it was insane.
Like, you just heard like
overtime.
You know, everyone at their tables like, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my god! Like, what's going on? Like, I wasn't in mid-season form to be able to intake all of that at once.
Oh,
it was almost like a sensory overload going from no football to that intense of a witching hour. It was like, what is going on?
We've got 23 TVs.
For sure, sensory overload.
Yes, we've got 23 TVs going, and people are just pointing, and you're just like, huh, huh, huh. So that was insane, but sick. All the while, a little bit earlier, I had made some bets, and Henry did not like this bet. But I was like, I'm taking all of the favorites who are losing to come back and win. So I make a Saints, Bengals, Colts parlay when all of these teams are down by double digits.
Wow.
And then the comebacks start.
Wow.
Bang, touchdown for one of my teams. Bang, touchdown for the other. Oh, strip sack. They're driving. Oh, touchdown. Everything is going right, and it's all coming together. And this is a plus 2,000 3-leg parlay. Wow. And I'm just watching everything come together. And then, Bengals, last-second touchdown, extra point to win it. Blocked. That's okay. We're going to overtime. Colts, force overtime. All right, we got this. Overtime comes around. Joey B leads them down the field. Here we go. Field goal to win it. Missed. On the other all right, we can get it back. On the other TV, Rodrigo Blankenship, field goal for the win. Sliced. Literally.
Rodrigo doing that's concerning.
3 different field goals. Had even one of the Bengals ones gone in, I would have won a big parlay because the Colts end up tying. Bengals missed both of their opportunities with Evan McPherson, who was insane in the playoffs last year.
No, the hero of the AFC Championship.
And I lose out. And Dre, nothing has ever caused me to spiral out of control as a bettor more than that hitting. Because in my head, I had won that parlay. So I had all sorts of breathing room going into the 225 game. So I made some, risky bets before it hit. So then it doesn't hit, and when I tell you I spiraled out of control as a bettor, I've never done more irresponsible, idiotic things in my life at the sportsbook. Bro, I'm double down on the Packers, triple down on the Packers. Yeah. I'm betting on, the Titans live because they've got a chance to go down and kick a field goal. Randy Bullock misses the field goal. I'm betting on the Raiders to come back. Oh, it might as well throw a little sprinkle on the Cardinals. Maybe they pull out some magic. And I just, I actually did some good work in the first half of the day.
It's the most dangerous thing in betting.
I was up.
Yeah, it's the most dangerous thing
on the day, even though that didn't hit. But I wanted that high so badly that I chased it the entire rest of the day and I ran my account dry.
Yeah, I've been
kids,
there twice.
Learn from my mistakes.
Been there twice. Once at the bar where that Champions League bet was about to hit, and then PSG. I think we just reopened back up. Mm-hmm. And then I made the stupidest parlay I've ever made with a free bet, and that hit.
Oh well, that's nice. That's good for you.
That was a gajillion unit.
To show you how my night ended, last bet in my account. Should have done the sensible thing. I knew the Bucks were going to cover. Should have just betted on that. Build it up, have some breathing room. Nope, I throw it down on Chris Godwin, first touchdown. Chris Godwin gets injured in the second quarter.
Man, that's brutal.
So it's a fresh start. I think I needed to get all those bad vibes out, reload the account at the end of this show, and get back on the horse. Let's ride.
Let's not forget, football's a real bitch to bet on.
No, it's really not that bad if you're just smart.
It's a bitch.
Dude, I picked up
baseball, Eurobasket, US Open, basketball, hockey. It's so easy.
Dre,
college hoops. Oh my God.
I wanted to have a bet on every game in the early period. This was genius.
It's the best.
I went through every single game and found a prop that I liked. And what I was really leaning hard on was teams going to their best players. I was like, Jamar Chase, they're going to feed that man. Devontae Adams, they're going to feed that man. And I was just so smart. Jonathan Taylor, they're going to feed that man. I had 11 props in the opening games, 9 for 11. But then you start getting greedy, and that's where it gets you. All right, let's jump in.
Our anytime touchdown parlay fell too short. Baker got the dud.
Mm-hmm.
Baker got the dud. Lamar and Devontae Smith got us.
I didn't even want to know that. I didn't even look at it.
We should do an all Heisman anytime touchdown scorer parlay.
Like players that have won the Heisman?
Yeah, Devontae, Lamar, and Baker all qualify, for example.
Yep, Kyler, right?
Yeah. Joe Burrow? Yeah, I think.
Yep. Johnny Manziel.
We'll think on that. We'll get with our brightest college football minds. And man, did Kale get some McDicks today? Oh, man.
Someone, Eric in the comments said I did a similar thing to RK, but I bet it all on Georgia Southern money line. That's epic.
Miraculous.
Dude, I couldn't get... Never mind. Miraculous. I'm not going to bring that up. Okay.
I didn't even watch that one, but it hurt me while you guys were texting about it.
It was so good.
Also, credit to you for going to the Springs, riding it out. That Buffs defense, I liked what I saw.
I woke up with a scratchy throat on Saturday. This is how you know I'm built different. Woke up with a scratchy throat on Saturday, then sat in the rain all day, and I was like, I'm going to be so sick tomorrow. Woke up feeling like $1 million.
Probably you were too dry. Humid. That's where that scratch was coming from. That humidity moistened you up.
That's great. Great, because the Buffs dried me out.
I love that you can't say moistened up on this show without us both giggling. That's good stuff.
Someone said, how early do you have to get to the bar to get a good seat? Like now, question mark? Yeah, that's a good bet. We do have twice as many seats as we used to, so we
also
don't know yet.
Just opened. I mean, who knows, Tyler? It might be a teensy-weensy bit, just a smidgy-widgy slower. This first couple watch
Bro, it was packed yesterday.
Yeah, I know. You might be fucked, Tyler.
No, you're not fucked.
New territory for the bar, so
yeah, we have. Like I said, we doubled our capacity from a seating perspective. So there should be a lot more seats to be had, but I would try to get here before 5.
And look, even Austin celebrating the chat popping today. It's football season. We're back, baby.
Let's go big threes.
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll go mine first. I said I wasn't going to do anything bad vibes. I'm envisioning a slop, a little bit of a slop fest.
Oh, we might have to address this in segment 2. Are you steering too far from home?
Good question. I might be. I'm seeing a little bit of a slop fest. That doesn't mean the Broncos aren't going to win.
What's the weather like in Seattle? You keep talking.
But it's actually supposed to be beautiful.
Oh, man. Gorgeous day. And
I think that I don't want to get into the numbers, but I think that teams...
We leave that to numbies after all.
Yes. I think that teams that didn't play their team in the preseason, which, by the way, I'm very pro don't play your starters in the preseason, it reared its ugly head for a lot of teams in week 1. Now, that doesn't mean the Broncos can't win, but I do think we should expect a little bit more sloppy play. So I'm going under 44. I made a prediction that was like 24 or something. I forget that prediction.
24-10?
I think I'm seeing like 17-6.
24-10 though would still get you under this by 10 points.
I know,
which is my prediction.
But I'm a little worried about offense. So there you go. I'm not worried about the defense. They should be great. But Jerry Jeudy, longest catch over 22.5. This is a lock. This is my most confident bet of the night. If there's one thing I know about Jerry Jeudy and the way that he works in this offense is over routes, another over route, and then some more over routes. And you know what about what depth they run those at?
Let me guess, 22.5 yards?
Right around 22.5 yards, depending on where is it more of a dagger? Is it more? So
where's that placement? Is it on the numbers? Is it leading them a little? We'll see. He's
going to catch at least 2 of these. And I would venture to guess maybe first play of the game, this hits on a Jerry Jeudy over route. And then finally, Javonte over 59.5 rushing yards. This is where I think the Broncos will probably go to kind of shake the rust off. Like, if things get a little sloppy, I think they're going to turn to the running game and just say, like, please, let's just feed this until one pops.
Yeah, Let's Ride should directly be related to Javonte.
Yep.
Let's Ride.
He's the horse.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, he's the horse. So
complete that.
I feel good about those last 2 a lot, and then the first one, that's more of that's just like I'm a little worried about offense in the NFL right now. Week 1 offense is not looking pretty.
Awesome.
Like, think of this: the Chargers scored 24 points.
But all of a sudden we're
the Raiders scored 19.
That NFL offenses.
No, it's
they're
teams that didn't play their starters.
Vibe in week 1. It's for the last 5 years. It was like the first month of the season, hammer overs because defenses are behind. We've adjusted all of a sudden. How have we?
Did you watch the games yesterday?
I smell bullshit. No, I saw the scores. You don't even need to watch them. 4 games went for 50 or more. 2 50 exactly. Ryan, do you know how insane that is?
In terms of what?
It was under City.
Yes, I know. I watched.
It goes against everything we've studied and learned the last 5 years.
So you think I'm straying too far from home?
I think you're straying too far from home. But again, not giving away any of the content we have planned for Seg 2 on the show. Kale, my big 3s, please. Consensus on Javonte, I got it before it went up to 59.5, so we're on the side of the movement. You know I like that. Maybe this is the sweet boy pick of the week, but I was told Rashad Penny really went off in the second half of the season.
Bro.
They'll have to stick to it. Over 68.
They might be calling him Numby's Penny after what he did in the second half of last season.
I know, right? And it's Hunt for 69, so you know I like that.
Fair.
Though wow. I really think they get down early and Geno has to pass a lot. So again, I think Henry was spending too much time in my office today and I got talked into it.
There's nothing that they will do that will cause them to have Geno pass the ball a lot.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
they could be down 50-0. They're still running it.
I love that you agree with me on that. Yeah, I mean, they literally kicked Russ out of town because of it. So
yeah,
you're probably right. And Josie Jewell's out, so I'm told that might be a big factor.
I'm terrified of it.
Yeah, it's not going to matter at all. Literally any linebacker off the street could perform that job. Speaking of linebackers off the street,
last year?
Who could? I was passed out drunk for a lot of those. I'm not afraid to admit it. Jonas Griffith. Don't call me Griffin. Over 7.5 combined tackles. All of those could be assisted, kids.
JoJo.
And it's still going to hit in the ground and pound affair that is being described to me. This is a lock. Also, 3 games he started last year, all over 9 and then double digits in the other 2 games. So, booyah. Feeling great about that.
Another thing that I learned yesterday is
anything is probable, big 3.
All the teams who did well, what is going on with
what do you need
app?
to find, Ryan?
I just want to look at the NFL scores from yesterday.
Oh, okay. So
you can Google NFL scores.
I know. It's just not, it doesn't look right.
The young guys are big on Google. Google's like making a comeback, bro.
It's doing numbies?
Doing numbies, yes.
With the youngies?
Yeah.
I feel like the teams that succeeded yesterday on offense were teams that had balance, and that's what the Broncos are. So that's giving me hope. Like look at the Vikings, dude. That was just beautiful football.
God, kills me to say, but maybe Zimmerman just sucked.
Why does that kill you to say? I would love.
I was a big Zim guy.
You're big.
I was a big Zim guy. Also,
Zim.
I'm saying this here because we're among friends and it's a safe place. Please, people, keep me off the Atlanta Falcons. Because once you combine a frisky Atlanta Falcons team and Marcus Mariota, my old muse, I can't control myself. So please keep me off the Atlanta Falcons. I know better. You know better. We all know better. Stay away from the Dirty Birds.
So, like, the Saints, they ran for 150 yards, 27 points. That's one of the highest scoring teams.
Alvin Kamara didn't contribute much.
The Eagles, what a performance from them on offense.
Oh, Birds.
216 rushing yards for that team. They also carved it up in the air. A.J. Brown had 155.
DeAndre Swift, good game in that one as well.
You know, you just go through some of these teams who put up decent numbers. The Commanders scored 28 points on Jacksonville. They ran for only 85 yards. They're the anomaly. But you just go through. The Chiefs actually ran the ball a little better than we're used to for them. Not great. 128 yards rushing, but
balance.
The big anomaly, of course, was the Bills, who they don't need to ever run the ball.
They hate running the ball. Sean McDermott despises running the ball.
I think Josh Allen is like head and shoulders.
You know, my grandpa now brings up the Broncos passing on him in the draft every time I see him.
It's been what shows has he been listening to?
He doesn't listen to shows.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's remind you about DraftKings Sportsbook.
Cable TV.
If you're not in on DraftKings Sportsbook for this game, I can't help you. Like this is the place to be. This is what you got to be doing. This is how you have extra fun. You come to the bar. We have like.
Please join us.
I want to have like our
Sportsbook.
like let's ride of the week, like because we're all riding together on the same bet.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So you come to the bar, we're riding. Got to have DraftKings, though.
Yeah. So the whole bar is rooting for it.
Exactly.
Rootin' tootin'.
I know. We also have the Wheel of Destiny, so we might just do that.
That's back, huh?
Yep.
Boy, we're making moves today. You love to hear it.
If you want to get in on the Let's Ride of the Week, it's Jerry Jeudy over 22.5 longest catch.
What about our consensor?
I don't feel as good about it.
I feel really good about that.
You only need one play for this one to happen.
Technically, Javonte could get his in one play as well, right?
That's true. So DraftKings Sportsbook, get over there and get in on all of the sick deals they have going on.
Sick, bro.
Including Bet 5 to get $200, which is an awesome deal. You just got to Bet 5 on any football game. Get $200 in free bets. You can bet it tonight. You can bet it this week. Whenever you want to bet, do it at DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the code DNVR when you sign up to get in on our great deals and help us out. Show the people at DraftKings that you're one of the DNVR fam. So get on that now and use that code DNVR to sign up over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Of course, age and eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
We have a lot of comments to address.
Okay. Rip through these comments real quick, then get to the DOD.
Yeah.
First with the super chat.
Laugh my ass off. Poor RK will get him again.
Got to be a buffs. Oh no, the bad beat.
You're a bad beat.
You got a bad beat.
Got 199 back.
Now
I'm ready to ride.
In fairness, if I was telling a story where a parlay didn't hit and 2 of the 3 legs didn't hit, you'd be giving me shit.
No, it was 1-1-1.
Right. The Colts is a push in the end because it's a money line. Why does that not get treated like a soccer 3-way?
Because it's not a 3-way line. It's a 2-way line.
Fucking hell.
All right. What else is in the comments?
Lots of stuff. Just people saying like Saints are underrated, Penny's overrated. Smashed the under on Texas A&M.
Jose was asking about Griffith's elbow.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they always tap in.
We're getting arm brace Jonas, which I'm pretty stoked about. He looks so much more badass with it.
That allows you to make more tackles.
Yeah, you just have a weapon on your arm.
Yeah, not everyone gets that, but it does allow you.
Like when you get to have the club fist, bro. One of the most electric things.
I should start wearing a club fist on tailgates. Or our which love the name. I think is a Seahawks commenter in the pod too. So you love that. He's talking about how Gino's been with the Seahawks for 3 years.
So
I don't even. He wasn't with the Steelers in one of those.
He was.
That was so long ago that
he was 8-8, I believe, his first season as a starter. Since then, he's like 5-13.
Geno Smith is trash, and I've been saying it since his days at West Virginia.
Yep.
Mark my words.
Seahawks fans are going to want to be punching him like that one guy did.
And Drew Lock not
Bart
playable.
Scott? Was that who knocked him out? Who knocked him out? Broke his jaw.
Knocked who out, sir?
Geno. Someone on the Jets in the locker room broke Geno's jaw.
Man, if Bart Scott did that, hardcore. Good for him.
Anyways.
Not that we condone violence.
And then someone's asking if we should be worried about the Broncos because no preseason action for the starters after the Raiders came out and kind of shat the bed.
It's not just the Raiders to be worried about. Every team that didn't play their starters in the preseason did not look good yesterday.
Yeah.
So, yes, you should be worried about that. I'll just give you the green light on that. But the good news is the Broncos are playing the Seattle Seahawks and Geno fucking Smith. So that should be enough to put those concerns to rest. That's why I just think it's going to be ugly, though. It's going to be ugly. Just get an ugly dub, move on to next week. Got the Texans. You can get another ugly dub then there for all I care. And then you have the 49ers. So go ahead and get another ugly dub. Then you got to start getting it rolling.
The Air Force 49ers, we should call them, because they can't pass the ball.
Air 49ers.
Well, but then it implies that they can't air it out.
That is true. Well, so does Air Force.
I know. It's the most ironic thing.
They should have to call
world.
They should have to call their football team ground force.
I think they should. Yeah, I agree with.
Or like hire fucking Mike Leach and run the air raid.
Jose has the name of the guy who knocked Geno out. Jose always on it. I love
Jose.
That.
Yes, he's an ombudsman. That's a fancy word for fact checker.
Oh, he is a fact checker. He is a. Wow.
Okay.
Dilemma of the day. The
DOD, as some have called it.
Look at how well this is written, Ryan.
How to not stray too far from home after an overreaction-heavy week 1. Okay, so take me through how to not stray too far from home.
For one, they'll get suckered in by all these unders. Just because it was an unders-heavy week 1 doesn't mean this is going to continue in perpetuity.
Do you think
lines will adjust, take that extra value.
But you're talking about next week, or are you talking about tonight?
No, not tonight. This is in a vacuum.
Well, I think we should talk about
Tonight's
tonight.
in a vacuum. This is more long-term trends for week 2
okay,
and beyond.
So don't worry about the offenses. They'll get it going.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the teams that shat the bed, but we are believers in. The Packers.
Oh, yeah. I can't, dude. I did this last year, I remembered, with the Packers in week 1.
See, Ryan?
They got blown out.
That's why we do this exercise. Don't talk yourself into the Steelers.
No, but what I'm saying is, last year in week 1, they got blown out, and I did the double down on them. And then I did it again yesterday. I didn't
Weren't you
learn
right
from
to double down on them?
Yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
No, last year they got blown out in week 1.
Yeah.
And I kept doubling down on them. In the game, on the live line.
Yeah, no, you gotta jump in on week 2.
Yep.
Wait, guys, before the chats came in earlier, so before the show, we got a $99 super chat we need to shout out.
What?
From Gregory Vendelin.
Gregory!
Whoa, Greg.
No comment, nothing. Just $99 super chat.
So, Gregory has been known to do this. He is famous for his generous super chats.
Wow.
And
what a legend.
I love that he threw that in the pre-show chat.
Pre-show, so it didn't even pop up in our comment section.
That's crazy. Gregory is the ultimate GOAT. He has been making it rain for weeks.
That's incredible.
So, Gregory, I'm sure we'll see you on the post-game show, but thank you for the very
generous. Look at this
Blaze
Hunter headshot in his YouTube
profile.
profile.
My God. That's
wow.
Epic. Vikings winning the North. That's called the overreaction.
Overreaction. That's great.
All right.
Don't buy the Steelers and Trubisky.
No.
Don't do it. Do not do it. Always... Never, ever, ever let me forget to bet on the Dolphins week 1 against the Patriots.
Bet on them at home against the Patriots.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. They can't beat them.
Tua's 3-0 against. Did you see my graphic that I tweeted out yesterday?
No.
Tua's 3-0 against Belichick to start his career.
Wow.
2 other quarterbacks have started their career 3-0 against Bill Belichick. Who are they?
One has to be a Broncos quarterback. Jay Cutler?
So close.
Jake Plummer?
Yes. And
to start his career, though, like as a Cardinal?
He's actually Jake Plummer is 3-0 against started 3-0 against Tom. Let me make sure I have against Bill Belichick. Let me make sure I have the exact most QB wins without a loss versus Belichick all time. Tua 3-0, Jake Plummer 3-0. There's one ahead of the 2.
Brett Favre?
Nope.
From that era?
From the Favre era?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gus Farrat?
Think.
Stick with Broncos. Think that era.
Things that are in this room. Things that this company represents. Things that are topical on today. The day of the Denver Broncos season opener. No, John Elway.
Oh,
4-0 all time against Bill Belichick.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yep.
Love that. Okay. Wow.
Pretty great. Look at that graphic, too. It's like all orange and blue. They put it on CBS.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Beautiful.
That is gorge.
Okay.
Weird to see Tua in the middle of that.
I know. John Elway, Tua, Jake Plummer.
It's very odd. I was seeing people rattling off, oh, I was never a believer in Tua, so Bryce Young's going to be trash takes on Saturday.
Wow.
Love that guy.
I've been pro Tua always, especially when he was like on the trade block last year. And I was like, yeah, Broncos should definitely try to get him. But we're in better hands now.
Sure.
We're in better hands now. All right. Anyone else that you want to stray away from? Or trends that to be careful of heading forward?
The Colts are probably not trash.
Okay.
The Texans
probably are trash. Yep.
Let's stick to it.
The Cardinals, are they going to still have the early season surge? They just ran into the Chiefs.
I kind of want to be out on
the cards.
Yeah, on the cards.
I have to say my number one pushback is this. Patrick Mahomes is better off without Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, you're steering too far from home.
That is like, oh yeah, worse players is better for him. Get out of here. What happened was everything clicked for them. So of course it looked great. But when push comes to shove and they're finding a defense that's giving them some pushback, he only has one guy that he can turn to as like, that's my guy, and it's Travis Kelce.
Well, it's just the spacing that Tyreek with Mahomes' arm allowed you, forced your defenses into certain things. Now you can pick and choose more, but you're not going to have that trump card.
I'm sure there's going to be some early season success for him, spreading the ball around. I'm just saying, push comes to shove, you need like a back shoulder throw. Who are you going to? Juju?
Probably not, Ryan.
All right. Final thoughts on the Broncos.
You wanna grade some pre-cooked SGPs?
No, we have to. We don't have time.
Oh, do we have something coming up?
Oh yeah, we have a show in 40 minutes, and they have to get all the stuff in from in here to down there.
What?
It's true.
So that'll wrap it up for us. We're going to have more bets for you guys in just a few minutes over on the Tailgate Show. Watch that show. If you haven't watched it before, you'll enjoy it. We have a lot of fun. We've got some fun stuff planned for the show. It's a little more segmented than this show, and I think you guys will like it.
At Celtsy Boy, Steve ++.
Yes.
Tweeted at the bets
College
account.
roommate of mine.
Amazing. What a great handle. That he doesn't think this SGP is that crazy. Melvin Gordon, anytime touchdown score.
Okay, that's
Geno under 199.5.
lock.
Russ over 274.5. Yep. That's the cringe one. Seahawks under 16.5. And that's plus 5,625.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 20 to win over $1,000.
I'll just say, man, the quarterbacks that didn't play in the preseason were not putting up numbies like that. Josh Allen did play in the preseason.
Did Burrow play in the preseason?
No.
Okay, you went over 300. But
with 4 picks or something.
Well, sure, but we just need
Yeah,
the prop
I know,
to hit,
I know.
bro.
He was also coming back. He
throw
was
it
trying
crazy like that.
He's trying to come back after he threw a
and how
pick
much of
6
that
on his
was in
first throw.
OT too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Name a quarterback who didn't look good yesterday, and it pretty much all comes back to, he didn't play in the preseason. It's not. And I was the number one guy saying don't play anyone in the preseason because I don't want to lose guys. But in this vacuum that is week 1, it's not positive.
Gotta play him.
Kyler, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr. Just go down the list. So there you go. We'll talk a lot more in 35 minutes on the Tailgate Show. Can't wait to see you there. We'll be inside the bar. We'll get a preview of how lit it is down there. Can't wait for it. See you guys soon.